Hey, hi. How are you people? I am Priyanka Singh. Today we will be covering a lead code problem. Add two numbers where you are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. And here the digits are stored in reverse order and each of their nodes contains a single digit. So uh, here actually the number is 342, but it's represented by a single linked list in a reverse order where every node contains only a single digit. Okay, so here we need to add the two numbers and return the sum as a linked list. So here what's happening, when we add 2 to 5 it becomes 7. When we add 4 to 6 it becomes 10. 0 goes here and 1 is carried forward. Here 1 plus 3 plus 4 becomes 8. So this is how we got a summation of this in reverse order. So this would be the linked list that we will be returning. And the question says you may assume the two numbers do not contain any leading zero except the number 0 itself. So here any linked list won't be starting with 0 until and unless it is 0 with a single digit. Alright, so this we have already talked about. Here if both of the linked lists are 0, then we will be returning with single node containing 0 as a value. And here, if we talk about this, let's solve this. So here, initially carry, this C represents carry, which is 0 initially. Then 9, then we are at this 9, 9, 9. 9 plus 9 becomes 18. 8 goes here. Carry becomes 1. Then we are at this 9 and then this 9, this one. Okay, then it becomes 18, 19, 9 goes here, 1 is 1, I mean, either we can reassign it. Yeah, let's reassign it. So 1, then carry would be 1 again. Now this is 9, 9, 18 plus 1, 19. So 1 goes here, 9 goes here. Then 9 and this 9 becomes 18, 19, 9 goes here and 1 comes here. Then 9 plus 1 will become 10. Then 0 comes here. 1 is again carried forward. Okay, so this is done. Then 9 plus 1 becomes 10. So goes here, 0 goes here. 1 again carried forward. Then 9 plus 1 becomes 10. Then 0 comes here, 1 is again carried forward. So in this case, here the total number of nodes in output won't be maximum of either of these. Instead, it will be maximum of these arrays plus 1, because there is one extra one which has been always carried forward, and at last we need to add that to into our output. Okay, so now what we can do is we can have a linked list. So here we are given with linked list 1 and linked list 2. We will create a new linked list 3 to save all the results. So in very first, I will be I'll do I'll initialize this linked list with a summation of first two nodes, and obviously moduling it by 10 because I need to just save one single digit. Okay, so L2 dot val. So here val representing value, and then modulus it by 10. Okay, and I will take a carry 0. Now I will advance it by 1. I'll advance its pointer for both of the linked list. Because first node we have already processed. L1 dot. So I'll check until either of these is null. So basically I have two approaches to this solution. One I'll be discussing first, and let's see if we have time or not. First I need to know both of these linked lists should be having something. If both of these if both of the nodes are having some value, then in that case we are going to process both of the nodes. Alright, so what I can do is L3 dot next will carry a new node. Alright, and what would be its, so let's take int sum. Alright, here sum would be temp, no temp, we have taken carry plus both of these values. Alright, so here it would be sum modulo 10, and our carry will get updated by this sum divided by 10. Okay, and L1, and then in that case we are going to update this. We are going to update both of these pointers. Alright, and also in either of the cases we will be always updating pointer for L3. Okay, and this would be the case when both of the linked list are having some value. What if only either of them is having? Then in that case I will check if L1 is having some value. Then in that case I'm going to repeat this, but only for L1. Okay, so L2 won't be into the play, just L1 and then carry. We will update carry, and then we will just update this L1 pointer. This is a if else case, and here comes else, and this else part, when L2 is having something, in that case we will be counteracting with this piece of code, and here we will be processing L2. Okay, and this happens. Okay, and for node head I need to take one more pointer to save somewhere result head of our resultant, right? And at the end I'll be returning head. And what remains here, let's see. We have to check until and unless we parse both of these array, we will be going through this. If both of the linked list, if we are having both of the nodes, then in that case we are going to process both of those nodes. Otherwise, if we are having just one, then whatever we are with, we will just process that. In this case we will be processing L1. In this case we will be processing L2. Alright, and what happens if we are having still something in carry? We need to cover that up as well, right? So if carry is having something, carry is greater than 0, then in that case L3 dot next equals, it becomes new list node carry. Right, so let's try this. Okay, this gives us Alright, so here we are getting wrong answer for this. What's wrong in this? 8, it's coming 8 again. That means we are not considering carry in this. Is that so? Alright, so here sum would be this, then sum divided by 10, sum modulo 10, then sum divided by 10 will be carry. That's correct. Then L1 is not equal to 0. It's not equal to null. Then in that case, we will add sum. This will be sum. Okay. So this would be sum. Sum modulo 10 will go to the resultant linked list, and we will have the carry. Alright, so I forgot to initialize it. So here it would be, alright, so this is good, I guess. Okay. Alright, so accepted. Good. Now this is one approach. There can be one more. We can, okay, this is fine. So what we can do here is we can check if we are having something in this. Here we can check if this is not null. Alright, then let's have sum here. Initially it's 0, and now sum becomes sum plus okay, let's take here A and B. Alright, so A we will assign, actually we can instead of this if and else, we can just use ternary operator here. If this is not null, then assign L1 dot value to A, otherwise assign 0 to it. And same is the case with L2. If L2 is having something, then assign L2 value to B, otherwise assign 0. And now sum will become A plus B plus carry. Okay, so we are having carry here already. And then L3 dot next, we will assign a new node to it, where we will be having sum divided by modulo 10, because we want the ones digit. And I'll update carry with sum divided by 10, right? I think it's good, and we can comment this out. And also, I'll bring it up here, or I can just remove this to just not have confusion. And we will check if L1 is not null. Then in that case, I'll advance it by 1 pointer. And same goes for L2. So if this is not null, then and only I'm going to update it. Otherwise, I'm not. Because otherwise it will throw a null pointer exception. So L3 will be incremented in every case, and at last I will just do. Okay, let's see. So this is approach 2. If this is not a statement. Okay, so there is a small typo. I need to put this here. Okay, so this is good till now. Let's see. So again accepted. This is the second approach that we discussed here. So any one of them you can go with. Both are easy, and you just try it out yourself first before looking into the solution. I always recommend this. All right. So thank you for watching, and do like, share, and subscribe my channel if you liked it. And happy coding.